Okay, so right now I'm going to be talking about crystal children and their importance in the world right now and for years to come. Okay, so I'm sure many of you've heard of like crystal children, well, rainbow children, indigo children, whatever the case may be. Um, but I really want to talk about crystal children right now, like more than anything. Um, Crystal children are finding themselves in the world today because the world is in need of serious change. Well, it's about time, you know. So the crystals have been brought here um, to help incorporate that change. Now, I want to be like really clear. We all know, if we don't all know, I will explain. There's many of us incarnated here on earth, right? And some of us comes from different places, like different planetary places, different elements, different, we're just different, okay? And but you have to take on human form to come down here, and actually live out physical life. See, this is my avatar, this is how this planet works. And but just because you're looking at me, that doesn't mean that you're looking at a normal everyday person, and I would consider myself an indigo child, like I was an indigo child. But it's more than that. It's deeper because there's still different origins that you can be, So same as crystal children. So I just wanted to say that real quick to go into the thing about the crystal children, because many of crystal children that are incarnated here on earth, they are angelic beings, okay? And they're beings of a higher intelligence, but they come down here to help change the earth. Uh, Crystal children, okay, well, like what I really want to say around it is just the point, like it's simple, like these children are very intelligent beyond their time. And they have like a certain way about themselves, like they work in a certain way. And as a matter of fact, they have been compared to children that's been diagnosed with autism. Because I know you guys have heard latest statistics say that autism is on the rise, okay? But this is the thing. Crystal children are not autistic, in the same ways that autistic children are. They're not autistic. They are just highly intelligent. They pretty much are independent, and they work on their own whims, okay? They're very sensitive to energy around them, like surrounding energies off of others, and they could be late bloomers. Now, why is it so? And when I say late bloomers, I mean they may speak late or later than the average child would, and this is all due to the fact that they want to be able to communicate telepathically to their parents or their caretakers. Okay, most of the time, I'm not gonna say all, but most of the time, crystal children incarnate themselves with parents that are just highly in tune and intuitive, and naturally. So those parents are able to, pick up on them, on their needs and things of that nature. It's really hard to control them, and they're more than likely they're going to be social in a way, even if they're not speaking. Like, you take them out on little outings or whatever the case may be, people may be drawn to them, people may touch them, or whatever the case may be, or they may be led to touch someone or hug someone, and they provide healing in these people's lives. And especially the crystal babies, like a lot of people go and they stare at them and they want to touch them and they want to, connect with them visually, like through the eyes, and it brings them so much joy. And it's because that baby is providing a sense of healing for them in their lives and on the planet. So that's very interesting. I find very, very interesting. I've also seen where, you know, that, well, what I know is that they like to communicate telepathically and intuitively, because that's where our earth needs to go. That's the type of language we need to understand and learn how to speak. I will admit that I have that capabilities like real well, but being incarnated as a Gemini, and having Mercury in my third house as well, or Gemini and Mercury, Mercury and Gemini as well. I'm sorry, I have a cold and it's just making me delirious, but because of that, I tend to want to verbalize everything, and that's because like I've been sitting here to verbalize a lot of things, like get a lot of um, understandings across to people, and so that we're able to wake up and move into a more understanding way of being. But until we move in that direction, it has to be communicated. That this is the understanding that's going on a lot of the times. To help other people wake up and realize this. So it's tedious sometimes, but a lot of crystal children, they understand that this is where our planet is going, so they're here to start having it going that way. And they may, like, I've seen where like some parents have said that they tried to teach their kids, like, okay, well, read this book, read that book, and learn this and learn that. You should be learning these words, you should be performing better. So much to the point of where they had to take their child out of public school and homeschool them, because like the teachers were labeling them as behind and they just weren't going for it. The parents weren't going for it. But a lot of this, and then like they'll say the kid won't be performing like they're supposed to in school, and then just to go home, just to like come home a little bit later when nobody's bothering them and read a whole book. They're that smart. It's just they tend to show up in a lot of independent ways. A book that I read, let me see. Oh yeah, I have it right here. Actually, this is the book you should check out if you're like more interested in it. Doreen Virtue's The Crystal Children. I'm very interested in it because I find that it's good to reach our youth at this time, because like the adults, a lot of us, like after we get into like a way of being for so long, we don't want to come out of that way of being. But it's very important that we keep an open mind towards our children, because where we're going to find them being like defiant and just hard-headed and needs to be punished and we don't know what's going on, they're just here living their natural being. And especially crystal children, like, they are definitely different. A lot of people don't understand them. This is part of my life path to work with them and just children in general. And I hope to do so, more, and I will be doing that more. This is part of the direction that I'm going in, and it really doesn't involve YouTube or anything. It just, I just want to bring the awareness to people about paying attention to your children, talking to them, having an open understanding. Like, I work with children for so long, and I've been around group settings of them. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7, 8, where they talk about they witness spirits and things like, yeah, I have a spirit in my room, Well, and then especially like I love the kids where their parents are like in tune and aware of all this. Like, and one of the little boys, he's like, yeah, my mom told me it's just a spirit, and I'm not afraid of it. And then there's another one like, yeah, one always goes in my closet. And it's funny that some decades ago that would have been unacceptable. Like, really, you're sitting up, you're demonic, you need to be extra, get an exorcist now, and still in some cases that there's a sense of having the light and dark fight over these souls. So I'm really working towards so I'm trying to complete an education in now, but I'm really working towards like professionally working with these kids in my own way, because it's still going to be spiritually, but I do want to get like education and like a background behind me. I already have years of experience working with kids. I know them psychologically. This is what I'm here to do. And, you know, this is just a starting video. And I want everyone else to join in. Like, on just, even if you do it on a small scale, to where you just pay attention to your children and the children in your vicinity. Because it's going to get real deep. You know, like, I got a lot of subjects to talk about. And I plan on going there, you know. I even plan on having like some sit-in interviews with some children as well, and you guys can watch them and listen to what they have to say, because they do have a voice, and we need to start allowing them that right and that chance. Okay, so I want to say, if you like to email me like more about this topic or subject, if you want to hear more about it, email me at butterfly2light11@gmail.com. All right, thank you.